Broskies, welcome back to my elite underground channel. Josefski here at the end of what's Saturday in Serbian. I think it's Subotak, I think. End of my Saturday session. I did a session yesterday evening, Friday. I did a session this afternoon. And I'm going to talk about it presently. But I'm also going to talk about who this channel is for. Who this channel is for. It's primarily for an elite group known as the Entourage. L'Entourage. It's for guys in there who are interested basically in, we're a group of guys who do online business, fitness, and also daytime cold approach, meeting beautiful, sexy women in the day, sexing them up, having relationships, having babies, being womanizers, or just doing it to do it, you know, just doing it for the freedom. So that's who the Entourage are. This channel is mainly for Entourage guys. If anyone else stumbles on this channel, first of all, if you're English, you probably don't belong here, brother. Yeah, you are probably too brainwashed to be on this channel. If you are a hardcore martial Serbo-Croat or a Bosnian or someone like that, then that's fine, you can stay. But no brainwashed sort of fucking weirdos on my channel, yeah? Okay, so Friday, Saturday, did some approaches last night. Tough. It's been a tough couple of days. I eventually got to it last night. The best one I did last night, I did 3 or 4 last night, and the best one I did was inside a cafe, a packed cafe. A girl I was staring at for like the whole time. I went to get a drink, sat down, stared at this chick. She was like across the restaurant, the cafe, and actually her and her mate later on, they moved, so they were at a table just in front of me. Like 6-7 feet in front of me. It still definitely felt like the spotlight effect, but I did it anyway. I was happy with that one. That was a transformative approach in the sense that I went in on an approach which felt fucking uncomfortable, and I'm realizing now, like, that's what I should be chasing. I have to accept I'm not some kind of fucking impermeable person who can just do every approach. There's still approaches that are going to make me uncomfortable, like massively uncomfortable, and I've still got to do them. And that was one yesterday. It went really well. In the end, actually, the girl was only 17. And I said, well, look, you're a bit young for me, but very nice to meet you both. It was a 2-set as well. Then there was a few others, and then just had the rest of the evening just chilling. And brother, that motorbike, this is not the Dominican Republic, my friends. It's not Colombia. Yeah, this is a nation of Europe. Calm down on your motorbike. And then today, chaotic day, weird day. Did an approach on the way out to the supermarket this morning, and it actually turned out, I'll see if I can put her in the thumbnail. It actually turned out that the girl, she completely blanked me. I was like, it's kind of weird, but anyway, whatever. She doesn't want to speak to me. And I went out about an hour later on. I realised, oh fucking hell, she's that white dress she's got on. It's a fucking wedding dress. It was like a very unusual looking wedding dress, and then she was getting photos and stuff with her husband. It might not have been their actual wedding day, but they were doing photos around the area. I saw another couple doing photos as well, so maybe it was a big wedding thing going on. So there you go. You never know. These girls have their reasons. If they blank you, they might be actually in the process of getting married. Cold approaching a bride in a wedding dress. Oops. And then the others today, I went down to the mall. I didn't even approach in the mall. I was just on a weird vibe. I can't explain it. Was I being too fussy? I don't know. I actually couldn't really find anything. And then got back up to the main strip and I did a few in there. And I'm going to talk you through something now, which is definitely going to help. It's definitely going to help. If you're an entourage guy, listen to me, okay? I know I'm coming on intensely here, but it is a combination of caffeine, but this is gold, okay? So I'm wandering down and I'm feeling a little bit out of sorts. I'm like, okay, where does my intuition just want to go? Where do my legs want to go? Let me just walk down some streets just for myself that I've not seen before, just have some exploration. Where do I want to go? So I just do that for a bit. And as I'm doing that, I also think to myself, just remember the animal that you're dealing with, okay, when you're dealing with women, okay? You are dealing with a creature, an animal, who wants to be bent over, have her hair pulled, and be fucked, right? She wants her pussy to be exploding with your hard dick, yeah? And there are no exceptions. No exceptions. Oh, but not my girl. No, she only likes it. No, she does, bruv. She does. There's no exceptions. You know what would happen to the human species if women didn't like to get fucked? They're not hard. They're not hard, yeah? They're not completely easy as fuck, but they're actually not hard. So I started to actually think that, just because it's so difficult. And this is why I'm so militant. I am so fucking militant, because it's so easy to forget this stuff, and there's nothing in society that's going to tell you this, really. There's very little in society, right? So this is why I'm so militant, because you have to drill it into yourself, and I have to drill it into myself. So I started to walk around with this type of mindset, and I'm looking at the girls as I'm walking around, staring at them, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I know what you want. You want to get your fucking hair pulled. You want to be railed against my whatever. Probably genuinely not in my apartment. My apartment is a fucking shithole. I can't wait to leave tomorrow. But in general, right? So I start to walk around with this mindset, with this energy, and this look in my eye. And when I'm looking at the girls, I'm looking up at them thinking like that, and I'm literally like thinking about pulling their hairs, fucking rattling them. And I started to get a lot of crazy looks from the women, like crazy looks, a lot of sticky eyes, like way more than average. So that obviously must have been transmitting through my own body language, etc. And then if they looked at me, I would stare at them a bit more. Sometimes even when you're in that frame, it can be hard just to stare at the girl like a fucking wolf. Well, like stare and then maybe look away and then look again, and you know, you do this little dance, right? And so I was getting this going. I'm like, right, okay, I'm good now. So I get onto the main strip. There's a girl in a fur coat. I just like, okay, you look like a Bond girl, easy open. Bit of banter with them. She was actually doing a photo shoot, so watched her photo shoot a little bit, and then yeah, just moved on. Went further down the strip. I think just did a couple more approaches.
This morning when I woke up.
And then the last one I did was, the last one was good. It was a stop with total conviction on a girl. She looked like a young Jennifer Lopez. Her and her friend didn't stop, but I was just like, hey, stop, 1 minute. Like, I stopped them more verbally than anything else. That works, okay? The friend pretty much just stayed, and then she just kind of buzzed off. And then eventually the friend was starting to walk away and stuff, and I was like, right, well, okay, so here's another learning point. The friend started, this is like, we've been talking for like 5 minutes at this point, so it was ready for, you know, close. But I actually probably would have wanted to spend a bit longer with this girl. But this is a little nice guy thing, right, coming in here. I thought, well, the friend kind of shows who wants to go, I'll let them go. What I actually should have done there is carried it on a bit longer. You'll go when I let you go. Yeah? And if that makes you feel uncomfortable, it's not, obviously, it's not actually, I'm not actually imprisoning her, but that's the energy I'm coming in with. if that makes sense. So she always has freedom to go, obviously, right, if she insists. But I think there I could have just stayed with it a bit longer and actually upped the sexuality a bit. But she was a fucking fit girl. I think she spoke 4 or 5 languages. A great stop. She looked very unusual for Serbian. She looked like a Latina. She looked like a young Jennifer Lopez. So I was like, I've got to stop this girl. Okay. So yeah, so that was my last approach of the day, and then we're done. We're done after that. So yeah, what did I get last? Yeah, it was like a couple of the breakthrough approach inside last night, and then the final approach today. Good solid ones. There is something though about solo approach. Solo approach, man, is, to say it's not for the faint of heart is such an understatement. Solo approach in a foreign country like fucking Serbia, where all the chicks have resting bitch face, and you got to understand this. This is not for the faint of heart, not at all. But it pushes you into learning things, right? It pushes you into learning things. So for me, what I learned today, it really is that just the importance of being more commanding, being more myself, more boldly myself, essentially. And at the end of this, I realized by the time I'm finishing, right, by the time I get to this final approach, I'm starting to feel some freedom. I don't feel fully free, but I'm starting to see a glimmer of bright freedom on the horizon, yeah, in my internal psyche. Okay, this is some Jungian shit right here. It's the internal psyche. I'm starting to free myself from the bullshit shackles. And I'm thinking about it, and I'm going, why am I not like this all the time? Why does it take me this amount of time to deprogram? And even now, I'm still not fully deprogrammed, but I'm on the way to deprogramming. Why does it take me this amount of time? And a crazy reason comes up, and it's an obvious reason. It's my fucking job. It's my job. If you spend X amount of hours per week, and it's all like, it's very cerebral, it's very mind your P's and Q's, extremely in my case, it has to be. There isn't a way to do it in any other way, really. And it's just very kind of high empathy, all this type of shit, right? And I've been doing it for a long time, so whatever, I am good at it, and I can make money online doing it. Right, so it's a very good role in that respect, but in another respect, for the actual soul, for the internal, it's not good. It's not good at all, because I've got to be fake, right? I realize like there's almost like an entirely fake character that I have to be. Oh my god, look at these beautiful girls. Girls, can you say I'm a YouTuber from the UK? Can you say Volim Belgrade? You say it in Serbian. That means I love Belgrade, yes? Volim Belgrade? Yeah? Okay, so we'll go 3, 2, 1. Volim Belgrade. That wasn't very coordinated, but thanks. Anyway, you look very elegant. Where are you guys headed? You guys heading to the clubs?
Yes.
Yeah?
Maybe.
Nice. Take it easy anyway. Have a good night. Take it easy. Bye. So, where was I? Yeah, it was it was my job. It's my job. That's what comes up, right? Basically, I'm like, okay, what the fuck do I do with that? Fuck do I do with that? What would actually make me feel more myself, so that when I go out, I don't have to it doesn't take me like 2 days to reach down into the depths to reconnect with the person I actually am. And I'm actually grateful for this. I'm grateful for cold approach, because I have an ability to override anything mentally. So it's like, oh, you're bored, oh, you're pissed off with your job, it's boring, this is no longer you. I'll override it all, because I've got to make money. So I'll override it all. And I am grateful for having an online income, right? But cold approach just gives me that, it shines this mirror up to me, right? Because it's like, now I'm starting to feel like myself. Why the fuck aren't I doing something at least approaching this all week? Why not? Why do I essentially have to create a fake person to do the job that I do? The person who does that job is not me. It's a different person. As fucking tapped as that sounds. There's no other way to do it, really. Occasionally, I have to bring out the more real side of me. Occasionally. It's like a bit of a shock for, you know, people, but very occasionally, but I can't do that all the time. It literally has to be occasional. And so yeah, so there's a takeaway. If you are frustrated emotionally and all this in your job all week long, and I'm in 4 or 5 meetings a day, and it's all fake all day, and it's all mind your P's and Q's all day. Obviously, when I get out, I've got to fucking pull all of that off. Might take me 2 days just to do that, right? Because I've had the last 4 or 5 days being fake. And actually, this is probably a reason why, you know, if you're a programmer or whatever, and you are at a distance from, you know, like you're not in too many meetings, that's actually probably quite good. Because although at least it's not social, at least you're not putting on this fake fucking irritating gay fucking front that everyone in the professional world, I know there's guys in the entourage, one guy said he almost had to break his own mind, yeah, because of all this fucking conditioning that everyone's got into, this sick, disgusting, smothering conditioning that is, you know, the professional world, which everyone fucking hates. Everyone hates. Yeah. No one loves it. Most people don't even like it. It's like, that's the most tapped thing, isn't it? No one even likes it. We all know we're doing it just for money. And on top of that, no one is able to even just be their normal selves either. It's like, it's okay to do things just for money, but like, can you actually just be your normal self? No, you can't. You've got to be a fake fucking actor. This pathetic... You know what I'm saying? Yes, I believe in equality. All this crap, right? Absolute garbage. Utter garbage. So, and I'm shielded from it in my work. So I imagine other people, fuck me, the corpo life. How can you be a seducer? How can you be anything if you're a fucking corpo? You're so self-immolated. So anyway, this is the value of cold approach. This is the value of brotherhood, right? So yeah, there's a question, open question to myself. What do I need to do? Well, we'll see. I don't know. I have ideas, but I don't know just yet. So there you go. There's a value of cold approach. Was there anything else? I think that's everything today. Hopefully you've enjoyed that rant. If you found it useful, let me know. If you're an entourage assassin, let me know. One last thing as well. It was good for me to do these solo days, but I also do think as well, in terms of efficacy, this is not a solo sport. Cold approach is nowhere near a solo sport. It's for sure it's a team sport, right? And so doing it solo, like I've gone life and death for the last 2 days, last night and today, and I got sessions out of them. I got sessions out of myself. Fuck my life, it was so difficult. Whereas if I was with a friend, I could get myself into the social banter mode, seducer, you know, command and conquer, let's go take on the world. I could get myself there if I was out with a wing. I know that. I know I can make that switch. When you're on your own, it's fucking difficult, dude. It's fucking difficult, dude. And I'm a determined bastard, and it's fucking difficult. So yeah, I'm glad I got those sessions out of myself. But the more you can do with other people, you're just more effective, and it's more pleasurable as well. So how many days and weeks can you go life and death like that? So let's say in football, it's like you don't want to be winning every match like life and death. You want to have that every 4, 5, 6 weeks. Most of your matches you want to be winning like, you know, routine. That's how most of your sessions should be, and they will be if you're out there with a wing. And then you push it, you know, on certain days. And then in between you do little solo things here and there. That's how it always used to be, you know, the nightlife type scene. So if we can recreate that in the day or in the streets, that's the way it's got to go. That's the way it's got to go. So I'll leave it there, boys. Take it easy. Peace, love, unity, strength, honor.